D-O-Dub, Chico to the C in the place to be once again. What's happening? What's up? What's shaking? What y'all acting like y'all caring about out there today? Y'all already know what it is, man. We out here in the middle of the ocean, floating. You feel me? For the thousand attendants and the millions listening from around the world, wherever you're tuned in from. Make sure you get in them comments, run them Lord cloud likes up. Let me know how you listening in and what you got going on out here in this world today. First off, shouts out to the parents of Arden Walker, Colorado Buff, defensive end. His parents came on for the Prime Parents show earlier today. Y'all check that out in the other videos that we've already done in the past on the Prime Parents playlist. Check that out when you get a chance. Shouts out to Cheese. Caught on camera. And everybody else in the comments, y'all go ahead and get them in there and run them things up one time for your mind, two times for your brain. Got Colorado facing UCLA this weekend, should I say. And we're going to be talking about a lot of different stuff. Shouts out to the H family. Say, oh, damn, I was in the middle of watching your interview with Arden Parents and clicked over immediately when I got this notification. I appreciate it. Make sure y'all go back in there and check it out when you get a chance. Right now, we just talking some stuff, man. Wanting to see what everybody was talking about, how you guys thinking, tuning in, and so on. We had Coach Hayes yesterday on the Prime Debate. We got Dave Talks Buffs tomorrow for the Dog and Dave show. Game day, we're going to have play-by-play on Saturday. Also, we got the post-game show on Saturday. And then, once again, next week, we got another Prime Parents coming up. So stay tuned for that one. Or either become a member so you can make sure you get the notifications and stay up to date, or just hit the subscribe button once again. So the title of this one is called Oh Now J Will. What's happening with you, Ms. Joanna Williams? The title of this one is talking about Cormani Mcclain, right? Will he be starting this game? We saw him working with the first team in practice based off the Well-Off Media video. And I've been advocating for him to get playing time as much as possible from the get-go. You feel what I'm saying? And that's because I feel like he's going to evolve and do his best once he's out there on the field, actually playing with no limitations, not feeling like he got a short string, a short leash. But that also goes with preparation. So it seems like he's been doing the right things at practice, getting into the film study, which Coach Prime can monitor and watch and see how long you've been on the film study. So if that was me, even if I just had that thing running, I got my film study on all the time so he can at least think that I'm watching film all the time. You feel me? So let alone, I would be watching film so I can make sure I'm prepared to be out there on the field. And I think once he is on the field, he'll be able to make some plays. Yeah, you're gonna get burnt. You're gonna get beat sometimes, whether it's a crossing route, whatever. But you got to have a short memory as a DB. You got to be able to. The thing is with Cormani and other top tier DBs is they can get those picks, which will make up for those past times that they might give up a catch or something like that. You get those picks, that's big turnover. So those ball skills are needed. You get those pass breakups, that's big turnover. Those long arms come into play. That's why I call him Spider-Man, because it just seemed like he got multiple arms defending the receiver once he gets comfortable and able to get out there. So based off of what I've been seeing at practice, I'm expecting him to be on the field a lot more. Starting, that can depend on whether, Travis is out there or either Cooper is out there first or whatever. But I think he's in a situation that he's going to be playing a lot more on defense and pretty much starting. And let me see. David Cristobal Salas said, I was just watching the Walker's interview and I saw the notification, clicked over here. What did I miss? You can always go back to that interview. I appreciate y'all checking in and watching those Prime Parents, as we got a lot more lined up for that. So stay tuned on that one. Run the Table Sports TV. Shouts out to you. Yeah, I think so. I heard Prime say money. It's your week in the well-off video. Now, I know he called him out so he can say something in the middle of the team, so, you saw Money go up there in classic Money form. He really didn't say anything too loud. He said, hey, man, we got to do. Y'all got to get right. Y'all come up here. Let's get a break in. I think he's going to be one of those kids that's going to really evolve. Y'all going to be surprised at him. He's not as shy as the camera shows him. So just be on the lookout for him to make some plays. He might get that pick this week, but I think he's going to finish the season with about 4 picks in these 5 games coming up. 4 picks in the next 5. 4 picks in the next 5 games for Cormani Mcclain. Your boy said it here first. He's going to be playing a lot more. He's going to be a lot more confident, and so on. H Family says start Cormani and Cooper, rotate Cormani with Stockmeyer as needed. What about Travis? Are y'all already done with Travis now after that game from the Stanford game? I know y'all not done with Travis now, for real. Robin Wiggins said, I have high hopes for Cormani. Me too. Like Coach Prons, I got lofty goals, dog. I got lofty goals. My goals are lofty. My goals are up there, you know. And I understand that because that's the same thing I was preaching, especially when talking to Coach Hayes and whoever else we talked to on the prime debate with Coach Hayes. I was preaching that, you know, the goal is not to go 6-6 or 10 and what the goal is to win. However many games at the end of the season that's it is in that wins column, then cool. But we're going into every game expecting to play our best, and in turn, that's going to end up getting a win for us. All right. Y'all actually, here it is right here. Y'all check that out. If you haven't gotten a chance yet, check that out. If you haven't gotten a chance, that is the prime parents of Colorado, Arden Walker, defensive end. We had Dylan Edwards, had Travis Hunter, Caleb Mathis, Alton McCaskill, parent, mom, and so on. So we got a lot more coming. Y'all just stay on that. Let me see. Travis got his birthright took. That man was coming back off of injury, playing both ways. I know we ain't down on that man now. Keep Travis on offense first half and see Cormani step up to the challenge. I want to see both of them on the field at the same time, dog. I want Travis and Cormani and let the quarterback take his pick, and eventually, I feel like eventually they're gonna just throw one out there, dog. You're gonna have to. He definitely ain't shy. He just had to get used to not being the main man. Yeah. Once he realized he got to play his role, he good to go. Right. Him on one side and Trap on the other side. Training wheels off. That's what I'm saying, dog. That's when the training wheels off. When that leash is off. When he could just go and play. Watch. Just watch. That's what I feel like. You know, you gotta just let them dogs loose sometimes. But I know Coach Prime is like, listen, dog, we're gonna let them loose, but y'all gotta learn. And the standard is the standard. You got to go to class. You got to get in the film room. You got to come to meetings. You got to be on time. All of these things before you can even have the thought of being on the field consistently. All right. C. Reed said, Big Dog, I really appreciate your show, your analysis, and your hustle. No doubt. I appreciate you, man. We're about to turn up a lot more, though, this last 5 games. We're going to turn up a lot more going into the postseason. We got different shows coming through. And different interviews, also exclusive content right here. Travis played too many snaps, probably last game, yeah, but I think that's just in him though. Travis even said he was rusty. That's all it is. He was just rusty. Football, you know, we saw him get beat by Marion Miller in practice that week. How many times have you seen him get beat leading up to that? That lets you know, man, he was coming back 3 weeks off. Come on, man. Me too, Big Dog. I want to see him and Travis on the field at the same time. I think Cormani will step up his game even more. Yeah. It's just got to let him play. Just got to let him play after getting cross my legs up in here, man. I'm getting old. You got to let him play after he understands what to do and all these things. You got to just let him play now. Let him play fast. Let him make mistakes. Because it's going to happen. You know, it's happening to everybody else. You know, so why, you know, when it happened to him, you know, he got to feel like, oh, damn, I might get taken out of the game. No, we don't want you feeling none of that. We want you to go out there and play freely and do your thing. Have a short memory, whether you make a play, whether you don't make a play, have a short memory and forget about it because the next play is the most important play, no matter what position you're at. Supreme Broncos, 09, said, what's the over-under on penalties and yards this week? Wow. I know the over-under on the game is they're giving Colorado 17 points, I think. 17? Y'all saying we're going to lose by 17 versus UCLA? UCLA got a good defense. UCLA one of the best running teams in the conference. Might have the best defensive team overall in the conference, but uh, I can't, I can't, I can't. I don't know what the over under going to be on the penalties, but let me see. Travis too good not to play both ways, right? That's what I've been trying to say. Got to be better than Stottmeyer. Stottmeyer. You can't judge our one bad game. That's what I'm saying. That's the main thing I'm saying. He would shake back, believe that, and Cormani time is coming. Shouts out to Terrence Jones. Andrew said a lot of NBA tonight. Great game, great time of the year for sports. Exactly. Especially it's I think Neely even pointed out the equinox of sports going on Mondays right about now with the World Series, NBA, and NFL games going on. Yep. So a lot of NBA tonight. We could talk about my Lakers last night if y'all want to. Facing Denver on their ring ceremony night. Shouts out to them and the Joker in them, but I'm still a Laker for life, no matter what. Since early 80s, since Magic in them, 82, since I can't remember, since before I can remember. Exactly, and having eagerness to get on the field. Don't sit down and look sad. I want to see that put me in coach mentality, right? I almost lost my scholarship as a freshman when I grabbed my coach's microphone and said, man, put me in a damn game. You got these other dudes out here playing, and I'm on the sideline watching. I didn't have to come to this school. I could have went to another school. Y'all got me on the sideline. Man, put me in the game. The hell y'all doing? We out here getting slobber knocked, and I'm on the sideline watching. I hope Stottmeyer fixed. I hope Stottmeyer fixed his attitude. Someone said. Lady T said. Lady T is her name. Is Stottmeyer practicing? I think so. See, Reed. I'll be 48-34 CU. It'll be 48-34 CU. Run the Table Sports TV said. 48-34. We'll take it, of course. I don't care if it's 48.5 to 48. We'll take that half over that. So 48-34, I like that prediction, though. I don't know if we're going to get 48 points on the number one defense in the country. Not country, but in the conference. But we shall see. We got to run Alto, McCaskill, and Smoke. I think this week is their game. I think this week is the week we can switch it up. We had, the first 7 weeks using it this way. Now let's switch it up and see what happens. That's nothing bad on Hankerson. Who else? Dylan got a lot of carries. There's nothing bad on them guys. We want Dylan to get the ball a lot more too. Want him to be back there, but I think the number one back coming up because of pass protection. Not saying that the other guys can't, but I think a bigger body like McCaskill might be able to protect a lot better, slip out, get those catches a little bit more. Same thing with Dylan can slip out there and get those catches also and get into space. So we'll see this game, but I would love to see number 22 on offense and defense out there cracking. Hey, I'm talking about making plays. We should hear great play by number 22, great run by number 22, great tackle, number 22, D. Kennedy, great run, 22, Alton McCaskill. We need to hear that every few seconds, every few plays this next game from 22, D. Kennedy and Alton McCaskill. Cameron Fairchild said, I'll be there. We'll see. Got good seats too, for sure. Holla at me, Cameron, on the inbox on Instagram. Holla at your boy. Lakers, you already know what it is. What you think about Dwight Howard? T. Joe, that's what I'm talking about. On this Big Dog Chico show, dog, we can talk about anything. Do not hold back. It's not just about CU football or Coach Prime or anything of that nature. This is the Big Dog Chico show. And we can talk about any type of topics y'all want to talk about, trendy topics or whatever. And they're saying that Dwight Howard had a situation with his friend person and invited him over, and they said that there was another friend person over there, and dude said he went with it. And long story short, there's another story in the news about Dwight Howard and his sexuality, which I don't think should be news. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he likes behind closed doors is behind closed doors. That's what he likes to do. If he like to eat mayonnaise sandwiches behind closed doors, why should we be worried about it? You know what I'm saying? Uh, it is kind of funny to me, kind of alarming, kind of different, kind of, dang, I don't know if I believe it, but there's been so many in the past that, it kind of makes you like think, oh, well, he might like it like that. But, you know, that's on him, dog. That's a big old fella, though, 6'11", talking about you. That's another story. Anyways, JB said, Cormani, for sure. We need Cormani. Who's honestly challenging Travis for the spot? He can't be given the position because he's famous. What? Who's honestly that's a loaded question, but I would like to say this right here. Mr. DW, Travis proved in the spring, in the summer, and fall camp that he's that guy at cornerback, as especially compared to everybody else we have on the team. He's that guy. He's the number one corner on the team. That's been proven. All right, Cormani should be number 2 based off of these ratings they came out with. So Cormani should be number 2, but it just don't happen overnight. You know, Cooper is there, Stoppmeyer's there, Travis J is there, Breed Love is there. Who else is there at cornerback? You got few other corners, but Travis is that one. If somebody want to come challenge him, then they can. But hey, shouts out to Shaw. They say I'm a LeBron fan for sure. I'm a Laker though. Run them lights up. Cameron Fairchild said for sure. Travis is still him on defense. Yep. Just hope he's fully back and ready after that bye week. Not playing in altitude should help him also. Man, it's gonna be a nice game. Sold out at the Rose Bowl in Los Angeles, California. You know what I mean? Pasadena, where you at? Pasadena, California. It's going down. Please keep Trevor Woods guarding the water. Brian said, Coach Prime said, any way we can get Trevor Woods and keep him on the field, that's what we're trying to do, especially in positions where he can excel at and use his smarts, his speed, his instincts to get to the ball. And that's been so far at that linebacker position, weak side linebacker, or even sometimes it's been the front side linebacker, covering the guys in passing down situations and such. So look out for Trevor Woods out there making plays. Some people got different thoughts on Trevor Woods, but man, what the coach say? What the coach say? I wonder what's going on with Jaquez Robinson. Right, me too. Haven't heard about him since he got that pick in Oregon. And then it was just like he was in there in the spot play versus Oregon. I don't know whether it's a lower leg injury, what it is. I thought he would be one of the starters and really one of the guys out there making plays this year. Laugh out loud. Did he put you in the game? You mean when I did that? I told a story on one of my lives. I said I was a freshman, wasn't used to not playing. I was used to staying on the field, offense, defense, special teams. Might come out and give me some water. I go to UAB my first year. I'm thinking I'm going to a school that's, one of the lesser schools as far as the ones who recruited me. So I should be a big dog there. So, I'm thinking, hey, if I want to play offense and defense, I should. Auburn recruited me, and all SEC schools recruited me at defense. I chose to go to UAB to play offense. So I'm playing offense, but in some cases, because of the system, I'm on the sideline. They want to use 4 wide receivers, so they don't have no space for me. I'm on the sideline. So I'm telling coach, hey, coach, damn, y'all use me in practice, but you're not using me in the game. I'm on the sideline watching y'all get your butts beat. Man, let me play somewhere. Give me a chance to play something. What the hell? I'll go rush the passer. We're not getting no pressure. I'll go rush the passer. I did that in school. That's what and then I just lost it. I grabbed the mic. You know those little mics that you have right here? Shouts out to my coach, Toby Nitis, at the time. He was a great coach too, man. He was probably about 5'8", 5'9", shorter white guy. But I went up to Coach Toby. I said, Coach Nitis, I said, man, put me in the damn game. You feel me? And I looked at him, mugged him too. Straight out of the 2 South. Looked at him and mugged him, like, put me in the damn game. But I wasn't really talking to him. I knew he was on the microphone with someone. So whoever that was, the head coach, the offensive coordinator, what the hell y'all doing? Put me in the damn game. 2 plays later, I was in the game. Needless to say, I started a lot from that point on as a freshman. So sometimes you got to show them, man, you can't be on the sideline satisfied not being in the game. No, dog, that ain't where I come from. Shit. Y'all getting y'all butts beat. I know I can play better than that. Cameron said, I played baseball at Alabama State back in the 80s. Shouts out to you. Hey, my coach went to Alabama State, Coach Darrell Pearson. He played on the football team. He was a dog. Coach Daryl Pearson got a chance to play in the league also. He played at Alabama State, tight end, wide receiver. Also, my other coach, Merlees Gilbert. You might have heard of him. Hellified linebacker for Alabama State. Also another one, Coach Mark Hurt, who's still coaching down in South Alabama somewhere. Coach Mark Hurt played at Alabama State too. He was a legend. So I had some Alabama State legends as my high school coaches. And that was one of the reasons why I didn't want to go to Alabama State, because I heard all the stories about Alabama State. So I was like, man, I want to go somewhere else and have my own stories. Detroit City. Oh, nah, shouts out to you. What up, though? Every team Colorado plays goes at number 3, fam, the cornerback. Don't know who he is, but every team exposes him. I hope Cormani starts Saturday. That's you talking about Cooper out there. Cooper been one of the most consistent ones, being on the field, being available. I tell you that much. He made some plays. Some plays, you get challenged so much, you're not gonna make each and every play. But in certain situations, man, he played well, especially with the ball in front of him, run, screens, short passes right there in front of him. He's a good sure tackler at the cornerback position. Arcidio Hall, Tevin Campbell, Dwight Howard ain't the only ones. Goodness gracious. Eddie's Murphy sleeping with trans. How could he do it that way? Bridget Maxey said Travis hasn't been given anything. He's earned his spot. Tell him again, Bridget. That's why I tried to explain and articulate by saying he did his thing in the spring, did his thing in the summer, and then did his thing in the fall. And of course, he did his thing first game we was out there playing, and so on. Man, come on, dog. Travis Hunter. That Stanford game, of course, is the worst game I've seen him play. And that was the only game even close to that he played that way. You feel me? Shouts out to the super chats coming through. I appreciate the super chats and all the donations, whatever it is out there. Much love to you. Another comment saying, Kathy Finley says, my hometown, Pasadena. Nothing like the Rose Bowl, for sure. I wanted to go experience that, but I was like, after going to a couple games, it's kind of get like mundane to me, I guess. Like I said, I've been there, played games, traveled, did all of that, stayed in countless hotels, small planes, big planes, and all these things, eating all the food everywhere. Sometimes you get to a point, I'd rather stay at home, man. I'd rather stay at the crib and broadcast like this right here. You feel me? That's where I am with it. I ain't asked for no donations to go nowhere. None of that stuff, dog. Forget that. Let's go Buffs. Let's go Mcclain. Cameron said, don't have IG, but I'll look for you and Bucky and Darius and everybody and introduce myself if I see y'all. Oh, well, like I just said, I won't be at the games anymore. I won't say anymore, but we'll see. We'll see. Run the Table Sports TV said, Chico, I'm seeing three at the slot a little bit. Let me read over here. Chico, I'm seeing 3 at the slot a little bit on well off. We need to take pages from the Miami Dolphins. Tyreek be everywhere. There you go, dog. That's how I am. And yeah, Dylan in the slot, that's cold-blooded. That's how I am. Use him all over the field, not just him, but any of your other weapons. Jimmy Horn Jr. on the jet sweep. You saw Xavier Weaver score twice on his jet sweep handoffs. I want to have our guys coming in motion to get some handoffs where they're already running. You feel me? Where they already have an advantage to get outside. I want to see our guys get a lot more balls in space. Got motion coming here. You got guys pulling here, but you hand off here. You feel me? Kind of like the Kansas City Chiefs offense sometimes. You got motion coming here. You fake the handoff here, but you give it here. Nope, you don't give it. You make the pass. You feel me? Instead of we're going to stay vanilla. 5 wide receivers. Let Shador just do his thing with nobody, with only 5 blockers in front of him. He's got an empty backfield, and now they're rushing at him. Now he got to make – no, dog, let's make the defense be off balance some. Let's not let the defense continue to have just their ears pinned back and getting after the quarterback and saying we're going to come hit him. You got to have them in situations where they don't even know that they're passing the ball. Or if they are, oh, damn, here's a motion right here. Oh, now the pass rusher is hesitant. He's not just coming back, getting after the quarterback. That's what we need to do. a lot more. The Rose Bowl going to be like a Laker game on the sidelines. You know what, Brian? I probably should have went then. But nah, you'll get better views from the TV. That's what I've experienced in my times. Jay Robinson's dad complained about him not playing a few weeks back. I need to check that out. Y'all tag Jay Robinson's dad for me so I can find him and I can get him on Prime Parents and so on where we can talk about it. I think Alto will play more of these games. Big Dog Chico Fedora. Cufflink said, shouts out to you. Right playing, wrong man. Cormani gets cooked too much in practice to start. Damn, you must be at practice watching. Or you just judging off what we see on the videos that's being put out? Let me know. Because a lot more goes on at practice that we're not looking at. Hopkins and Hodge has been practicing at DB exactly. Adam Hopkins played DB in high school coming out of Georgia. And Isaiah Hodge out of Florida. And I mean the state of Florida, not the University of Florida, but out of Florida. Both of these guys are freshmen. They've been practicing at DB also, as they have a two-way background. And that goes back to what I said on the Prime Debate with Coach Hayes, is that it's about these coaches that these old school coaches, dog, who just forcing these players to come in. You got to play one position. You got to play on one side of the ball. You can't play two ways. I don't do the two-way stuff. Well, you're going to start changing now, or you're going to start losing these recruits, because Coach Prime understands the two ways, and he understands that if I give these guys a chance to play two ways, if they can do it, why not let them do it? Why not let them do it? If they can do it, I'm going to give them a chance to do it, and I'm going to let them excel at it. While y'all other coaches trying to hold these guys back and trying to say what they can't do and what you're not going to allow them to do on your team. But you're going to get fired yesterday. Out with the old, in with the new. That's what's going to happen. It's just like these AI jobs that's coming about, these AI robots, artificial intelligence, is going to start taking some of these jobs, and a lot of people just not realizing it. And the future is coming. You feel me? I'll be at the game Saturday. I'm in California by way of Birmingham, Alabama. You already know 205 in this thing. Two of my family members played for Bama. Bo Scarborough, shout out to Bo, man, and Deuce Palmer. Shout out to both of them. I know Big Bo. Shit. Shouts out to him playing with the Birmingham Stallions too, I think. Yeah, they just won the championship. Shouts out. Cooper is playing the best at cornerback, Southside D said. Yep. I ain't gonna say he's been playing the best, but he's been definitely the most available. Put it like that. I'm worried about the play calling, Brian said. No cap. And it goes back to what I said. I think the play calling should be this, and that. Not so vanilla, but we'll see. Coach Sean Lewis, I got confidence in him. When it works, it works. Cormani's starting to get his legs under him. Yep. I see big things coming, big things popping, little things stopping, straight up. T. Thomas, what's happening, my dog? That it look like my dog, T. Thomas. That is. Whoa, what up, my dog? I was about to say, if it wasn't T. Thomas, it looked just like him. Shouts out to our brother right there, man. One of the coldest athletes to ever come out of my high school right there, T. Thomas. He said, what up with 8 Smoke not playing? Man, tell me about it. I think he probably not playing because of, I don't want to say because of something. It's all speculations, right? So going through the spring, going through the summer, going through fall workouts and camp, he's been like the number 3 or 4 on the depth chart behind Hankerson, on paper behind McCaskill. Then Dylan Edwards stepped up and had that 4 touchdown game. So now he's behind him. And he's been battling with Savion Wilkerson back there, basically bringing up the rear in that running back room. But all of them dogs. Coach Prime said the running back room might be the most competitive, but also at the same time, it's the toughest to get everybody on the field and to get them a feel of the ball, because you don't want to just put people, constantly rotating and keeping going fresh at the running back position, because they're touching the ball. You got to be in the flow of the game, so to speak. That's why you see one of them go, because you want to get in the flow of the game. You usually don't see running backs get 1-2 carries, and that's it. So with Smoke, been surprised at not seeing him. I thought he would be one of the bell cows this year. I thought he would be, especially being his last year coming up, I thought they would really give him a chance. Not give him a chance, but he'll earn that spot. He'll really get a lot of the carries. coming up these next 5 games, like I said, I think we'll see a lot more McCaskill and even possibly Smoke along with Dylan Edwards. That'll be the combination. Those 3 with Dylan Edwards, Smoke, and McCaskill, as opposed to Hankerson, Edwards, and here and there McCaskill, Wilkerson, and so on. So that's what we're looking to see. Shouts out to my dog T. Thomas, dog. Warren Lowndes, one love. Josh said you spoke about playing college football. How old are you? I'm an old man, dog. My knees hurt, back hurt, elbow hurt, wrist, toes, eyelids, earlobes, nostrils, toenails. I played 2001, 2006 in college. Played 2007, 2008, 2009, arena football and overseas in Austria. I went overseas as opposed to playing in Canadian League football. I had NFL calls, but didn't have the business right. That's one thing I try to tell my young players. I was sitting there fielding NFL calls myself as opposed to having an agent field them. I understand the importance of it now, but those opportunities come around one time, dog. Just like Eminem said. And that's a 18 or 21-year-old kid or whatever, 22-year-old kid coming out. I'm thinking, okay, 1 team called me, 2 teams called me, 3 teams called me. Okay. I didn't have my paperwork right, but tomorrow they'll call me back. No, dog. Never heard back from another NFL team. You got the Eagles, you got the Titans, and the Giants called me and offered me to come to their camps to compete for their backup tight end position. They named the guys who I'll be competing with. And boom, the opportunity missed because you don't have a fax machine and a number they can send a contract to for 3 years, $275,000. All right. So if y'all got any players out there y'all can advise, get around them and tell them, dog, you need an agent. I had an agent. He was out of Toronto who wanted to sign me. He said, you're not going to sign with an agent, man. I was taking some dumb advice from a coach. That's another reason why you got to get with some right coaches that you trust. I was taking dumb advice from a coach and didn't get an agent. And the agent told me, man, I can get you in Canadian League. I got connections with guys in the NFL. I can get you a workout. And my coach telling me on the other end, no, dog, they'll find you. They'll find you if they want you. Okay, they'll find me. No, you got to have liaisons. You got to have agents who go out there and tell their homeboys or people they know they got relationships with, hey, there's a good player down here y'all need to hear about. Y'all need to see. Y'all need to check out or give them a chance just to come to camp. And that's how it works. I didn't realize it then. I was just talking, I ain't going to give this man no 4% of some money that I don't already have. Stupid, ain't I? So you learn, you live and you learn. You don't take no losses. You just take them L's and you learn. And hopefully you pass it on to somebody else so it don't happen to them. Travis was hurt and honestly probably shouldn't have played. He was cleared by the doctor, so he was able to play. So I'm through, roll tide. But I'm 2 Team Tony now, bro. Got to rock with Coach Prime. That was my inspiration coming up for show. I thought I was Dion for real. I played for Ansley High School in Birmingham. Shouts out to Ansley, man. You know what I mean? I did the same thing. I had a little car, a little Saturn, and I had me the personalized license plate on there. My football number was 8. Of course, my adopted nickname was Prime Time, so I had PT8 on the front of my car. And my homies used to mess with me so bad, man. They call it like a little matchbox. They call it like a little go-kart. One of those cars that you pull back like this, pew, and you go. There go Chico, that little PT8. I was proud of my little car though, man. But I had PTA on the front. And it was a must. You're going to call me Prime Time. I'm going to hit you on the football field. I still remember this dude I smacked on the football field, dog. And that's why I got the name Biggdogg, actually. I smacked this dude on the football field, kickoff return. I feel sorry for him because he shouldn't have been on the field, but he was just there. And I was running down, and I was mad. And I was shouting, you going to call me Prime Time? And I ran through him. Like he wasn't like air. I ran through him. That dude never put on no pads before. I don't think he ever touched pads again after that. Sprinted through him. Dang. I hope he don't have no PTSD after that, dog. I hope he can watch football after that. Because, I probably would have quit. What's the status of Jacquez Robinson? Yeah, we talked about that earlier. Hopefully, Jacquez will get back on the field this week too. Damn, I just got a cash app from somebody. I appreciate the cash app coming through, man. Cash app is Speed Hustle TV. Speed Hustle TV is my cash app. For somebody who just did that for whatever reason, I appreciate it. How can I put it in here? There it is. There it is right there, man. Whoever asked for it, I appreciate you. Oh, I see the question right there. What's your cash app? See what I'm saying? So the cash app, I just put it in right there. I appreciate it. I didn't get to the comments till too late, but there we go. I just started. So it's Speed Hustle TV. Speed Hustle TV is the cash app. I had a business called Speed Hustle. I used to throw parties and events back in the hometown, and that's what it was called. I also had a website where I promoted music artists, independent artists across the South or across the world. Actually, we had people all over tuned in on my website. Big Dog Radio was the name of it. BigDoggRadio.ning.com. That's what it was. So now we're doing this on the sports tip. The more of a natural transition, you know what I'm saying? So anybody out there who saw that PT8 Saturn, you know what I mean? Pump your horn, toot your brakes. Toot your horn, pump your brakes, whatever it is. Hope Juju play. I hope he does play too, because they're going to be running the ball a lot this week. Watch out for that. Big Dog, you from LA? No, I ain't from LA, cuz. Blood, homie. I ain't from LA. You know what I mean? I love Long Beach, though. I love Long Beach. The city by the sea, RIP. I love Long Beach. I love the vibe out there in Long Beach and everything. You know what I'm saying? Rosecrans, what's happening? I think Crow going to see a lot of time is on him if he stays out there. I'm looking for what a more healthy Jay can do at safety also. I think so too. Man, we got a lot of DBs that can play. We just got to find the right combination. Pause, Brian. Adam Hopkins is really a 5-star DB on tape. Yep. If you've seen that tape, you know the boy can ball and he get picks. And I think that's a key thing Coach Prime is doing too, putting these guys with a lot of good ball skills out there who can catch picks. Former wide receivers, they can get these turnovers. That's what we're looking for. I met Cormani, hell of a nice kid. I told him I'm a fan, and he gave me a fist bump. Yeah, he's a good guy, man. I met him at the Nebraska game also. D-Time, 09. Juju had a good practice today. Neely said on DNVR. Yep. Lawrence Sangster. I'm still waiting on Neely. Y'all holler at Neely. I'm still waiting on Neely to get his own show. He gonna have his own show, kind of like DNVR has, but it's gonna be Neely, and he's gonna have his own sit down coming up soon too. I can see it. It's coming. Shouts out to him. You feel me? The H family, they need to free Hopkins. Oh, excuse me. The free Hopkins, he's been doing good on special teams though. Yep, he had a couple good hits, and he's tough to cover at wide receiver. Wonder why he wore a different number though, as if he can't wear. Oh, because Slusher wears 18 on defense. Makes sense. And if he was gonna get in on defense, then at the same time Slusher's on there, then he has to have a different number. What high school you went to, Chico? What year? Man, y'all doing the 27 SEL, Selma High School. Came out 2001. Some of the guys I played with or against, shouts out RIP to my brother Tavares Jackson, who went to Arkansas, but also played at Alabama State. Also was the quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings, Buffalo Bills, and the Seattle Seahawks. Number 7, Tavares Jackson. Man, countless other guys. Roddy White, also wide receiver, Atlanta Falcons. You can name a Brian Thomas, who got drafted by the Jets. How do you think Trevor Woods does at linebacker? Do you have any idea what the off-field issue is with Juju Mitchell? Good question. I think Trevor Woods did pretty solid at linebacker. Smart guy, heady guy, able to get his defensive line in position in front of him also. And even more importantly, he can cover those tight ends or crossing routes and so on. So that pass defense did improve in the short yardage passing with Trevor out there. So same thing with Juju Mitchell. Good run stopping type player. I think he plays with a lot of instinctive qualities about him. Some of the other linebackers I think can be a lot more instinctive, making plays on the other side of the ball rather than letting the plays come to them and just reacting like that. I think we need to be blitzing those gaps a lot more, just based off of what we see. That comes from film study and just anticipation. You know what I mean? Off of linemen and assignments. You feel me? Chad Griffin, 09. Simone said, hello from Detroit. 313 Mama G, UCLA's Dante Moore, a local kid. I wish him well, but I'm rolling with Colorado. Appreciate that Cash App, Akita. And also donation before that. I didn't see where it came from, but I appreciate that. Once again, giving a donation to BDC. Shout to you. Wishing well, but I'm rolling with Colorado. Yeah, Dante Moore, good guy, freshman, a baller. You feel me? Do you have a CU press pass? I can pick up one. I don't have it on me. And the one I did have, I left it is at my other spot. Is at the crib. 5 running backs can't play in the game, man. It's gonna be hard not to play Hank some. Yeah, he produces when he's in. Exactly. Hank produces. Exactly. But you really can't play 5 running backs. Can't play 4. It's hard to play 3, you know? Telling BiggDoggChico we old heads in the building. You know what I mean? We got decision makers listening in, not old heads. We decision makers. We leads. We heads of families. You know what I'm saying? We seasoned. It's a once in a lifetime chance. Exactly. So y'all be on y'all kids and make sure y'all on that. If y'all have an athlete, y'all got to be on that. Shador doesn't get enough credit for him to do what he's done so far this year with that O-line is incredible. Exactly. As long as as Tua is taking snaps, we have a chance against any team. You said it. Can't say too much other than that. Truth talks. That is truth. Come on, big dog. What you saying? Come on for Brian. Oh, I already know. I know. Chad said, I wanted to see Alton get some more playing time. Cormani and Travis on the field at the same time. Chico, we really be beating ourselves with these penalties. Say it again, dog. Ain't that the truth? Wait, the coach told you you don't have an agent. What the hell? Wait, a coach told you. Yeah, a coach told me that I didn't need an agent. Basically, coach told me he was saying I was discussing with him because he was the coach that I basically went to the school because he was there. He ended up leaving and then coming back my last year. He shouldn't have done that. Probably should have stayed away. I would have signed with his agent. But he came back my last year still giving me bad advice. Man, you don't need no damn agent, man. I never forget him saying this. I know exactly where we were standing when I came and approached him. Hey, man, this agent contact me, coach. Should I sign with him? He already talking about 4% and da-da-da-da. He said, I got a good chance. Man, you don't need no damn agent. They're going to find you. They know you out here. I've been telling them about you. They know you here. Da-da-da-da-da-da. All right. Okay. I'm going to go with what coach said. I know an agent that's called me out of nowhere. Crazy, ain't it? But y'all got to be on that, man. Be in your student athlete's ear. Dang, that's tough. At least you are spreading the word so other young men would know. Exactly. London Kia. I probably butchered that. Exactly. Facts. I got an arena opportunity through a semi-pro guy on another team. That's how it works. I ended up going to play arena football, right? And then a coach came and offered, an American coach had an opportunity to go coach overseas. So he came looking for some of the players he knew. One of the players he knew played on my arena football team in Texas. The guy who the coach contacted said, the player on my team was like, man, I ain't going to no Europe to play football. I ain't going to no Europe. And I turned around and looked. I said, what? Somebody offered you to go to Europe and play football? Wait a minute. Because when I first came out of college, I had an offer. My offensive coordinator, RIP, rest his soul, Coach Pat Sullivan, had a connection over there with some Europeans or something like that. He said, Chico, do you want to go to Europe and play football? Now, at the time, I said, heck no. A cornerback came out a year before me from our school. He went and played arena football. He started making 6 figures, and then he got an opportunity in the league. I figured that was the route. I said, I'm going to go play arena football. I'm going to make some money, and then I'm going to get a chance to play in the NFL. That's how it goes, right? Forget going to Europe. Man, I went and played arena football. It wasn't no glitz and no glamour. And then this coach came and offered one of my teammates to go to Europe to play for his team. and I overheard them speaking. And I was like, hold on, time out. I'll leave right now to go to Europe and play football, dog. And so the coach came, hey, you're really interested? Hell yeah, I'm interested. I ain't got no kids, no nothing. You gonna pay for everything? I'm there. I'm there. So he interviewed me. He brought his wife over, interviewed me. His wife liked me, apparently, I guess. And boom, I got the opportunity to go play in Europe. And I felt like it was damn near cheating because they showed up every week with a check for me. I'm like, man, this is for playing football. Y'all don't even practice every day. We don't even practice every day. Y'all ain't even that serious, it seemed like. I'll take the money, though. Where I'm from, we practice every day. So you telling me we got to practice, what, once, twice a week? For real? What I do the rest of the time? Or ain't no itinerary? And you paying me? Yes. Yeah. I probably would be still playing. Had my my stepfather not passed away when I came back home for break. You feel me? Straight up. But I said that to say this. I played against a guy my last year in college football. He played at East Carolina. I came back after playing arena football one time. I saw him when I was visiting my cousin in Baltimore. I saw this same player in an IHOP just randomly. He had a Pittsburgh Steelers sweatsuit on that I knew you couldn't buy, and he had his arm in a cast. I said, dang, bro, didn't you play at East Carolina? I knew it was him. He's like, yeah, I did. I'm like, so what's going on? You at Steelers camp? Yeah, I just came from Steelers camp. I got hurt, though. And I'm thinking to myself, how in the hell you got the Steelers camp? I just cooked you my last game. But I ain't say that. I said, how you end up getting the Steelers camp? He said, oh, my coach knew somebody, and they knew somebody, and they knew somebody, and they gave me a shot. And right there, it clicked. That's how it works. And that's why I should have had an agent, because everybody knows somebody, and that's how it works. That's how people get jobs. You feel me? Oh, I know such and such. He can do the job. All right, well, he'll get first look then. That's how it works, dog. That's how it works. But I'm not really bitter about it, because I know I would have if they gave me the opportunity. You can go to camp in the NFL. Now this is at 21, Chico. You can go to camp in the NFL, right? No guarantee that you'll make the team. You just go to camp. Or but you can go to camp in the NFL. But it's a possibility at 38 years old, you won't be able to walk again. At 21, 22, I would have took that. I would have said, forget being 38 and can't walk. I'm 22. You probably ain't gonna never, you know what I'm saying? I would have took that, because I knew I would have gave anything to play in the NFL, because I knew I was good enough. You know what I'm saying? I knew I was good enough, put it like that. So I would have broke my neck to go out there and play. But God was like, no, dog, I ain't gonna let you go out here and break your damn neck for what you think is all the money in the world. No. They did find you. You just needed a fax machine, sounds like. Well, hey, if that's how you look at it, actually, if you look at it like that, yeah, they found me. Just needed a fax machine. But if I had an agent, he would have definitely had a fax machine. He would have had all that taken care of. He would have been through that situation before. And instead of 4 teams calling me, probably would have been 8 teams calling me. You feel me? Parker High School, class of 01. So, you know what I mean? You was right there. You was in Birmingham when I was in Birmingham. And I stayed on the south side. College football boring without Colorado. Facts. I don't think I watched one game during the bye week. I had that Chevy Chevette. I had that. I had a Saturn. I had a, what you call those cars? Infinity. I thought that was the bomb. I bought me an Infinity with my little scholarship money check, or whatever you call it, financial aid check. Spent all my money on a broke down Infinity with no shocks. That thing used to be bouncing. You hit a bump, I'm bouncing all the way down the damn street, dog. What? Maria Chico having a flashback, right? Put your PayPal in the description as well. We would love to send you tips. Oh, I appreciate it, Cameron Fairchild. My PayPal? What is my PayPal? It's my Speed Hustle email. It's speedhustleinfo@gmail.com on PayPal. Check that out. Let me know if it go through. Appreciate you. Much love. Question from Yo Creole, I believe. Question: what's the point of offensive coordinator talking fast, talking fast and giving the perception of running a fast offense? Never seen it. He could have been effective in Colorado. Y'all want my? All right. And I kind of listen, man. You come in and you're selling the concept of being fast, talking fast, walking fast, doing fast, preaching fast. You got to stand on it. You can't get mid-season and come in that mud when they call you up to talk. You can't go up there and now you're speaking slowly. You got to come in the same thing. Give me 2 claps in the red flap. Woo! You got to do the same thing you've been doing, keeping upbeat and saying that we gonna get it. We had it in certain ways. We had it in certain games and spurts and here and there. We just haven't put it together all the way through a whole ball game, which is what Coach Prime has been he's been saying the same things to Jackson State also. He want to see his team put together a full ball game, offense, defense, and special teams. You feel me? Skull Buff from Thailand. All right. Shouts out to Thailand, John Bird. Once again, one of these places that I want to go to, and I will be getting to one day. Thailand. Bangkok. Bucky. Thailand. Cormani and Travis should be the starters, and Stottmeyer should be benched. I'm not gonna say he should be benched just like that one game, man. The man's a good guy. If I'm playing first and second down, I know it look like it's gonna be a run. My corners would be Cooper and Stottmeyer, the most physical ones. If I know I'm in pass situation, I got Cormani and Travis out there. You feel me? Yo, let's run them lights up. A lot of people in here. Got to support 1,000, 100% for sure. I appreciate it. Bridget Maxey, RIP. Richard Roundtree, the original him. Man, Richard Roundtree passed away. Dang. RIP. NG's in here. Much love. NFL wasn't your destiny. Yep, M Favors, right. Your prime parents' interviews will one day be a part of some of those kids' documentaries. Wow, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Much love. Can DJ Envy business partner play Cesar Pena, play on the offensive line? Man, DJ, what y'all think about DJ Envy and his partner, dog? Do y'all think Envy should go to jail for this? Do you think the partner should just go to jail for this? Rico Real Estate Rico. Shouts out to Tony the Closer. I met Tony the Closer out here in Hawaii, believe it or not. I be having these random run-ins, man, with celebrities that I never take pictures and none of that stuff, but I have random run-ins with celebrities. It'd be crazy. I was in Hawaii out here, riding in my truck, minding my own business. I look in the corner, somebody walking across the street, big ass. Oh, excuse me, I didn't mean to say big ass, but big old what you call those chains? Cuban links on. You feel me? Damn near blinding me. I'm over there in my truck, minding my business. But he got his girl on his arm. I think that's when they had just gotten together. But Tony the Closer met him out here. He gave me his phone number and everything. He was looking for something else though, but he gave me his phone number and everything. You know what I mean? To holler at him. Cool dude. Ran into him. Real quick. I was in Arizona for the Arizona State game and Colorado game. I go to get something to eat. I look up. It's Ryan Clark from ESPN and the Pivot. I say, dang, Ryan Clark just walking through here, nobody even noticing him. You know, there's a regular 5'10" guy walking through, might have a little bit of muscles or whatever, but nobody noticing him, right? So I take a closer look, and right there at the bar in front of me, I'm not even paying attention, but their back is facing me, but I'm sitting behind them. And Ryan Clark walked past these guys a couple times. I'm like, wait a minute. Look at these dreads, light skin. Man, that's Shannon Crowder. Hold up. That's Fred Taylor right there. I ain't even recognize. And then it's like, as soon as I recognized him, this other random guy came, hey, can I take a picture with you guys? And they took a picture, whatever. I just sat there and watched. But long story short, like I'm always bumping shoulders or in the same space as some of these people. And I'm like, dang, am I supposed to be here, Lord? Am I supposed to be here, guys? Am I supposed to be rubbing shoulders, shaking hands with these guys? Am I supposed to be peers with them? Maybe not in football, but maybe in this media thing it is. You feel what I'm saying? So no, I ain't gonna take a picture with him. I should have, but I was on something else. I ain't gonna take a picture with him. I didn't want to bother them. I didn't want to seem like, because they seemed like they was irritated with the one dude that taking the picture, because now they're like, damn, everybody else might notice me. I take one, now I gotta take two, then three, then four. And now I'm not even enjoying my meal. Now it's a photo op. So yeah, I ain't with it. Oh wow, I didn't hear that. Got his poster on the wall right now. R.I.P. Rich. Damn, that's crazy. So Chico, you know about my cousin's school, Prattville Lions, of course, aka Prattville University. Dang sure is like a Prattville University. They got a great program out there with football and everything they have going on at Prattville. Shoot, I damn near earned a scholarship off Prattville because we knew that they was going to be ballers. Shouts out to my former teammate Zach Woodfin, who's a Prattville legend. Shouts out to Roman Harper, who I played against, Prattville legend. You know what I'm saying? Zach was the all-time leading tackler in UAB history. Once we got done there, Roman Harper, of course, he played with the Panthers and the Saints. Pro Bowler, NFL Super Bowl champion. Shouts out to him too, man. Prattville got some ballers out there, man. Always had some ballers. I always wanted to beat them though. I probably should have went and joined them. There's a lot of players being slept on for CU. Facts, Jason Johnson. How cool Cameron Fairchild. He did so much for the culture. Facts. We need some more of Savion Wilkerson. Run that rock. He a beast with speed. I agree. Blue Protege. T. Heat said, I think, let me read over here again. I think we'll be more willing to stick with the run game if two wasn't as good as he was. Fair point. Which of these four coaches would you keep next year? DC, linebacker, running back, or special teams coach? Which of the four would I keep next year? Definitely the linebackers coach. That's Coach Hart. He ain't going nowhere. So first of all, I'm keeping Coach Hart. Second of all, Coach Flea. That's his dog. He ain't going nowhere. What did they do to leave? Why would they leave? Third of all, the defensive coordinator, Coach Charles Kelly, he ain't going nowhere. Why? Because he's not even playing with a full deck right now. He don't have all the pieces that he needs to be successful. They're trying to keep it and be mustered up. They're playing with a short deck right now. Ready to see Kennedy at linebacker. Me too. No, I'm not going to the UCLA game. I had it on my schedule to go. I had everything ready to go, but I'm staying here to do it right here in the comfort of me home and broadcast it to you guys the way I can and do it in that way. Forget a media pass. Forget all that stuff. I've been on the sideline too many years. I hate being in the stands, and the media stuff is not all that hyped up to be. You don't even get good seats of the game, or you don't get to see the game in a great view form perspective unless you walk back and forth with it, which is what I did at the Nebraska game, which is why I was all over the field. But at the same time, you walk in probably an equivalent of 10 miles doing that, man. So unless you got a team of people doing media and you really want to do that and you don't want to enjoy the game, then that's the way you want to go. But if I want to do play-by-play of the game, I want to see every aspect of it, I need to be doing it on TV, unless I'm going to be in this press box up there, and I'm straight on that. How you feel about the dry haters? They push negative energy towards the bus. We don't worry about no haters. We don't subscribe to that bull jump. That's what it is. The bull jump comes, we unsubscribe. Whichever was that linebacker, maybe even Travis J joining him in a specific package would set up a great disguised DB blitz without forfeiting too much in man coverage. I think that would be a great look to give. Yeah, you'll be vulnerable in the run game, but obvious pass situations, I can see that. But then again, DeMore Kennedy is one of the fastest guys on the field on the team, so just leave him in there. Charles Gordon, Coach Sean Lewis, the offensive coordinator, should be throwing the ball up the middle of the field. Javon Antonio against the blitz, I think so too. I also think that we need to be working in the middle of the field, crossing routes, drag routes, and option routes all day until those deep routes, seams, posts, corners, and go routes open up. Simple. I'm using Travis and Jimmy Horn Jr., and I'm telling them on the defense side, cover me then. Who you gonna cover me with? Linebacker, safety, your third cornerback? Hell, what? You finna run circles around y'all. Montgomery, Alabama up in this thing. The Gump. Shouts out to my dog, Super Nard. RIP Doe B. You know how we do it. 334 in the building. Shouts out to Montgomery, Alabama. Reginald Fowler. What's happening? 09. Marilyn Jones said, Big Dog, who is the next family to come on your show? Okay. Next ones we got lined up. All right, look at the daggone schedule. Actually, what's today? I think the next ones we got lined up would be we just had Arden Walker. Oh, we had talked to Carter Stockmeyer's family. Actually, we talked to his fam. Mikey Harrison. It's a Mikey Harrison's parents is a great possibility. Landon BB's parents. Jimmy Horn Jr. Hopefully we can get his pops on the call. Cameron Silman Craig, parents straight out of Birmingham, Alabama. We're known on the West Side. Got a connection to them. We got a few of them in the makings. We just got to line them up, get the dates and times and everything lined up. Cormani Mcclain mom, she's shown some interest in the show. She said what's happening. She'll come on when she feels like it. And so there's no rush on that. But she's all for it. Good person. We're friends on Facebook and we talked at the game also. So just stay tuned for it, man. We got a whole season left. And after the season, we're going to do this year round. You know what I mean? They're parents year round. So it's not like we have a expiration date on this. So their prime parents is here to stay. Get ready for it. More exclusives coming. We got about 100 players on the team. That's 100 possible interviews that can go down in a major way. Feel me? That's a coach. Coach, I proclaim a pick 6 for Cormani this week. There you go, Cheyenne. 09. I do think Cormani will start and balled out. I saw some film on a 3-star poly tight end that's scheduled to visit. Dog, I hope he joins. Me too. Need some Usos on the team, man. Why are we not sending our receivers on slant routes? Say that again. Javon Antonio caught a slant for a touchdown last game, though. BiggDoggChico, love your show. 63 years old, a lot of experience. 09 Elijah, yep. Shouts out to all my decision makers out there. You feel me? Whether you're leaders of your family, grandparents, you know what I'm saying? Uncles, aunties, great unks, and so on. How many seniors are on the Buffs team, and how many do you feel will likely play on Sunday? Good question. I would have to look that up, but I feel like they got a few that can play on Sundays. Get drafted. That's you can argue over that, but I definitely think that they can get picked up in free agency. Shouts out to my man B Wilk. Oh, now B Wilk, good to meet you out there in Colorado, man. You big fam now. Gave the $5 donation once again. You're always entertaining and informative, Big Dog. I appreciate it, B Wilk. Good to meet you. B Wilk was on the video if you guys seen it. He had the classic fire Colorado jersey on that I was complimenting before I even knew who he was. Before I even knew he was a subscriber. So that was genuine, man. Much love to B Wilk out there in Colorado. You know what I mean? He said, welcome. Yep, Terrence Sutton. Cormani with the pick 6. I don't believe Coach Sean Lewis like running the ball, like smoking such. Peace and blessings to all out there. Peach Bowl pimping. Shouts out to Pasadena, California. I feel like Von need to be in the slot and J5 on the hash with Zay wide. You get the big body in the slot. I think I was a big body in the slot. So I was about to say I like the smaller bodies in the slot, and that kind of going to take me back to college. I used to be like, damn, why coach always putting this little small man in the slot? I'm the big body. Put me in. I'm just like a tight end. I'm the slot guy. Why you like quick guy? And look at me in the coach position, and I'm like, I like my big guy on the outside and my smaller, quicker guys on the inside. See? But I do like the big guys to run those crosser routes like I used to, and the deep dig routes over the middle of the field, behind the linebackers, in front of the safeties. I think it's a area that, oh, come on, man. I think it's an area that Javon Antonio can live in, right there, catching those deep end routes and taking those licks or giving those licks out in the game. You feel me? Shouts out to the Montgomery Brawl, Carolyn Howard. Man, that was crazy, the Montgomery Brawl. I'm going to homecoming next week, along with my daughter, Carolyn Howard said. Actually, she surprised me with the entire trip paid for by her. What? Trade paid by her, the trip? You got to love your daughter on that. You better make sure you tell her I love you and I appreciate you many times. For real. What's down, Pablo? What's down with you? Huntsville, Alabama up in here. He might start after a garbage. Somebody pool. I'm ready for Rock to come back for real. I would have made the league, big dog, Terrence Sutton said. Cormani Field not quick enough. Cormani feet not quick enough. I will say this, though. I was watching Cormani Mcclain training video that he put out before he got to Colorado, and one of the wide receivers kind of and ran a great route on him. I was like, oh, he got to improve on that. But you know, that's just one play. I think overall, man, if you put that man out there and let him play, just let him play freely, he's gonna be fine. And I've been saying it, he's gonna be fine. Watch. All right, we got some haters in the building, so we're not even worried about that. We're going to say, I remember when Tavares Jackson was QB for Alabama State, Troy State representative up in this thing for sure. I ain't going to say I almost went to Troy State, but I did get recruited a lot by Troy State. One of my first offers that I ever had was from Troy State. You dig? All right, man. Appreciate you guys tuning in. It's been an hour. I just staying on for an hour as of right now. I will be back later on. A lot more of these to come now. Y'all thought I was on a lot before. You better put on your seatbelts because I'm about to be coming. You're going to see this ugly face plenty more, and it's going down in a major way. Yeah, I said they have ball skills at the DB position. If this was Cameron and Mace show, Mace would be like, oh, man, oh, hey, yo, hold on. You got to say pause. But, yeah, man, shouts out to him. Let me see. Nelly says, I want to see Dylan in the slot. One move and he gone. Get him the ball and let him dip up out of there. Big LTZ once again up in this thing. Shouts out to Dallas, Texas, man. And everybody else up in here checking in and how you checking in. We're going to upload this one and we're going to come back with some more, man. Y'all stay tuned in. Hit the join button, hit the like, subscribe, and comment, all the other good stuff. Get you some merch. Get you some merch if you want to. Check out the Prime Parents. Let it play on the podcast or the playlist. That way it plays all the way through and it goes on to the next one. We appreciate that. My mom, Bridget said, my mom used to say that there are taught lessons and bought lessons. Like you, BiggDoggChico, most of us have paid to learn at least once. Thanks for sharing, because you ain't telling the story. I appreciate that, Miss Bridget Maxey, and everybody else tuned in. We up and about this thing. Peace upon the Miller East. Yeah.